Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse. We're in Hobbs's place and, yeah, Hobbs is dead. That's a shame, because he didn't seem like necessarily a bad guy, but, you know, there we go. So we're looking for the actual painting, which I believe is over there behind the painting of Bijou, but there's also this pinboard here, which I think we'll take a look at first. Just have a look at these things. There's a sketch.
It looks like a sketch of a figure from La Maledicción.
I guess Hobbs was mining it for clues.
Possibly.
A photograph of some kind of human pyramid. It's from an article about Castel Catalan.
It's Catalan, I think. Catalan Castle.
Hobbs linked it to his sketch of the human pyramid from the painting.
Okay, so we've got all sorts of castles here, so maybe we've got to find the right castle or something?
Another Ouroboros. Looks like Hobbs picked the painting apart for clues.
There must be something here that shows us where the tablet is.
So there's like... This says Castel as well.
Okay, so this is the human pyramid from the painting.
Look, Hobbs has highlighted Castel again.
And he connected the two. So this pyramid could be a castel. Something was familiar about this part of the painting. Marquez was interested in this sketch as well. It's scribbled all over it.
It must be important.
Yeah, it must be. Let's have a look at this.
It's the tree from the painting. The one with all the people in it.
Very creepy.
Interesting. So we've got all these...
Castel de Galifa. Castel de Rubi.
So we've obviously got to find the right area here, right? That's going to be the key. So perhaps we're going to need the actual painting to do that. So let's go back over here. We'll see if we can get the actual painting down, which I believe is this one.
It was a rather intimate portrait of Bijou's behind.
Do we have anything we can use to do this? Take it off the wall with this, maybe? Yep. What's that? Also, is George really
La
just...
Maledicción.
We found it!
Amazing.
You're sure it's the real thing?
Well, I'm no expert, but yeah, it must be.
Look! In the middle!
It's the same face that Hobbs drew on his sketch, and the same symbol cut into his forehead.
He must have uncovered it when he was cleaning the painting.
Huh.
But I wonder why a tree was originally painted over it.
Like Simeon said, hidden Gnostic secrets. One thing is certain, this one is the original.
Which means whoever cut the painting from that easel has a copy.
And I'll bet my bottom dollar it doesn't have the hidden image in the Ouroboros.
Probably not.
We've got the painting, Nico, but there's gotta be more to find in here.
You're right. Once the police are involved, we won't get another chance.
Very true.
We need to be quick. Whoever killed Hobbs may come back.
Yeah, probably once they realise that it's not the real painting, they will, right? Let's head back to this then. So I wonder if we can like compare the two somehow. George? Have we got to wait for Nico to come over? Yeah, we have. That's a bit weird, to be honest. Right, so can we combine these together?
That wouldn't have worked.
Okay, so let's...
It was a sketch of the old man's face in the painting.
Right, so that's the old man's face in the painting. The old man being...
said La Maledicción was a map. It was the strangest map I'd ever seen.
Right, so maybe we can look at some of the things on here, actually. So here's the human tower.
It was a tower of tormented souls. They looked like the damned.
So that's the tower that was circled.
In the clouds, a bearded figure looked out over the landscape.
So there's a bearded man, a priest.
The priest appeared to have a padlock through his mouth. He was pointing down to the ring below him.
So that's this.
There was a tower within the ring. Maybe it indicated a place?
I'm thinking so.
A scarred face stared back at me from within the Ouroboros. Hobbs must have uncovered the image when he was restoring the painting. But what did it mean?
Good
and
question.
What was its link to the Tabula Veritatis?
Okay, so we've got all of these rings linked together. There's a dog-headed man.
It was the figure of a priest, but with a dog's head. The figure was pointing up at a ring above him.
Okay, so...
Inside the ring was what looked like an affluent town.
So an affluent town. We've also got...
Within the ring, there were a number of houses. It was a village or a small town.
Okay.
Inside the ring was a castle gate. I had no idea what it signified.
Okay, so... We've got a young
An
man.
ethereal figure was emerging from the clouds.
We've got a human tower here.
Pyramid. Hobbs was clearly interested in this part of the painting.
So this is the part of the painting that he was really interested in, the human tower. Interesting. Alright, so... How does that relate to this?
It was a human pyramid with Castell written by it.
Okay. So, we've got all of these castels,
The town of Figueras.
but which is the...
Castel del Sants. I think Sants means saints.
Could
That's
be.
what Marquez wrote on the photo.
So that would make a Castel del Sants a tower of saints.
Yeah,
Like in the painting. This must be the clue.
seems
I
like
guess
it.
this pretty much ties up the investigation, George.
Yep. Should be enough to get Nave off my back.
Well, hopefully.
In the end, it was all about money.
And greed. Medovsky wanted to sell the painting and claim the insurance.
And he didn't care how many people he killed along the way. So what now? Hand over everything to the police?
I guess so. With what we found out, Langham should have no trouble picking up Medovsky in Spain. I do wonder what that secret map points to.
You still think the evil Gnostics are behind it all?
I don't know. But I do have questions that haven't been answered.
Such as?
Well, what do those symbols on the painting mean?
Good point.
What was Marquez really up to? Why was the sign of the Tabula Veritatis hidden under layers of paint?
What's that
And
sound?
why is the building on fire?
And what
Oh.
did you say fire?
Oh dear. Oh, okay.
We need to get out of here.
Yeah, we need to get out of here really quick. So we're going to have to go out of here, I guess. Is this a time limit?
The skylight was slightly ajar.
Okay. Nico, how do we get out? Can we, like, do a boost?
Nico,
Yes, Josh?
any ideas?
I think we start looking for another way out, and fast.
You don't say.
I'm looking.
You don't say. Alright, well,
The skylight was slightly ajar.
can we, like, throw anything? We haven't got, like, a rope or anything. Dust sheet? I mean, not sure how that's going to help. And can we, like, stuff that under the door to stop the smoke coming in? Let's see.
That wasn't worth trying.
No. Okay, so we've got this mechanism.
The mechanism was for opening and closing the skylight. It looked corroded.
Yeah, so it's all corroded. We've got
The
bucket.
skylight was leaking. Hobbs had been using the bucket to catch the water.
Okay. So, I mean, do we have anything we can...
That wouldn't make any sense.
No. Okay, what else have we got? We've got mints. We've got a dust sheet. A crowbar. I mean, I don't think the crowbar's going to help.
That wouldn't work.
No. Okay, is there anything else we can use around here? There's a cupboard door.
Well, looky here. A useful bottle of Diet Cola.
Diet Cola.
You never know when you might need a Diet Cola.
Ah, are we
That's
going to have...
Hobbs' last bottle.
Are we going to have to
He's not
do...
gonna need it.
We're going to have to do the thing, right, with the mints and the Coke.
I dropped the mints into the cola and quickly tightened the cap again.
Okay. So we've got a trembling bottle. Can we, like, fire it up at this or something? Let's give it a go.
An open skylight looked like our ticket out of here.
Oh, yep, okay, there we go. Made me jump.
The skylight was slightly ajar.
Okay, now how are we going to get up to there? We've opened the window. Can we, like, combine... Yeah, there we go. Alright, fair enough. We can combine. Yeah, the items you need tend to be in the
Tying the
location.
sheet to the crowbar made a halfway decent grappling hook.
Like, it seems for the most part, the items that you need for the puzzle you actually pick up in the place where the puzzle is, rather than picking up something, say, right back earlier in the game and then it comes in useful now. I don't know if, you know, there's a reason for that.
This should help us get out of here.
Oh, good throw. Nico
After
first?
you, Nico.
Yeah, Nico first. Is George going to get stuck? Is it going to, like, rip the sheet and George is going to get trapped or something?
Terrific. Out of the fire into the frying pan.
Ooh. Alright, how...
Wait, Josh! Isn't that...
Langham. Oh, thank God.
Oh,
Hey, Langham!
I knew it.
Langham! Help! We're up here!
I called it. He is a bad guy. I knew he seemed too knowledgeable and too friendly.
Quick. Round here.
Why didn't he help us?
I don't know. Maybe because he started the fire. Because he wanted to kill us.
Yeah, I
Why?
called it, didn't I?
I have no idea.
You think he killed Hobbs?
Could be. Maybe Simeon too.
So who is he? And who does he really work for?
I don't know. But I do know one thing. This is not over.
Josh! Do you hear that?
Yep.
London's finest. Now you be nice to the firemen.
So what now?
Now, we go to Spain in search of the Castel del Sans and the Tabula Veritatis.
Oh, completed part 1. Okay, the mystery deepens.
Nico and I had thought the adventure was over. Actually, we'd only just started. Nothing was what it seemed. On a trail of corruption and greed, we'd stumbled upon a murderous conspiracy. A conspiracy whose roots lay in mysteries older than the written word. We didn't really have any choice.
Ooh. Okay. Getting a closer look at that symbol, which is interesting. So yeah, that's part 1 then.
Catalonia, the foothills of the Pyrenees. After a short flight and a long drive, Nico and I arrived at Castel del Sans. Back in London, we'd tracked down La Maledicció, and had started to unravel its secrets. The painting was a coded map to the location of the Tabula Veritatis, an ancient artifact which Father Simeon had claimed could raise the devil, for which he and others had already been murdered. We had to find the tabula before the killers. We knew they would stop at nothing.
So we've made it to Spain. Very nice.
Let's just hope we got here before the bad guys.
I doubt it.
Seems quiet enough.
Looks like nobody's been here for years.
So this is...
Must have been a beautiful place. Once upon a time. You think the tabula is really going to be here?
Somewhere. If we can just decode the painting.
So this is Marquez's house when he was young, right?
Yeah. It looks deserted.
Oh, geez. Okay, it's not deserted.
Deserted? I don't think so.
Did you see who it was?
No, the sun was in my eyes.
Looks like somebody's beating us to it.
But who? Medovsky?
Langham?
Whoever it is, we need to get in
It's
there.
probably Marquez, right?
All right. You make a diversion. I'll try and reach some cover.
I bet it's like Marquez has come
Be
home.
careful.
Are you kidding? You're the one who's going to get shot.
Oh, okay, we're playing as Nico now. Nice. Oh, a helmet. Look at this. Might be quite useful. Rubble.
Parts of the wall had fallen down.
So So we're into part 2 of the game now, because yeah, I was told that the
mountains
game
made a magnificent backdrop.
originally
Shame
came
the
out
place was left to fall apart.
in more than one part. So you sort of had part 1 and then you had to wait for part 2. Thankfully, we don't have to wait for that. We get to just play it all together, which is nice. Crumbled wall.
Climbing over the wall would not have been a great idea.
No,
The
but
crumbling wall offered limited cover.
can we... What do we actually have inventory-wise? Literally nothing with Nico. A helmet and a mop. And obviously the press card and the phone as well. I mean, I guess we could, like, put the helmet on. Or maybe we can hang it.
I would need to raise the helmet higher to get the shooter's attention.
Ah, right, I see. So we're going to combine these, pretend it's a person, get the shooter to sort of fire at it,
A helmet on a pole? Always
and then
useful.
George can head in, right? So, let's...
I just hope this works. Are you ready?
Can't wait.
Run, George, run! Oh no, it's a goat. It's a goat.
Oh no. I'd made it without getting shot, but I sure didn't feel lucky. Somehow, I had to distract the shooter again. And this time, I was on my own. With a ghost from the past giving me an evil stare.
Yeah, it's a reference to the first game. Alright guys, but I tell you what, we're out of time. We'll leave it there and we'll try and figure out what to do with this goat in the next one. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne, Nate, Terminally Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Barry Aldridge, Hobo, Numinous, Kumidin and Paul Leone. And I'll see you next time.